back to my channel. My name is Ruth. If it is your first time here, you are very welcome. This is a Christian based channel, so most things or everything that we do is around the Christian faith. So if it is your first time here and you like what you see, you find something that you thought you needed, I'll ask you to subscribe to this channel and please share with other people so it can be a blessing or helpful to other people too. Today I want to talk about the loss of my mother, how I dealt with it. I don't know, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I lost my mother. I think I did a video around that um, a long time ago, I think. But I lost my mom when I was 11 years old. I was in the last class or the final year of primary school. So around that time, yeah, it happened. Yeah, my mother was sick. So yeah, she died. And I'm the last child out of five children. So at that time, you can imagine that everything, yeah, people are not really focused on you because you're the smallest, or they are focused on you, but more in the sense of, oh my God, she left her baby, and all this stuff. But I was young, so yeah, for me, people were around, people were coming around. I think the moment it happened, as I think within an hour or within 2 hours or 45 minutes, there were people in the house. So for me, at that point, it was a time to play and all these things. You understand? Because yeah, my friends were around. So yeah, I could focus and do other things. So when it happened, when she died, I think I didn't really get it or understood what happened. Okay, yes, I for sure I knew my mom is dead. My mom passed away. I would now later go back to school, and it was kind of awkward because then your classmates and everyone, the teachers, they will come up to you. That it seems like people were looking at you in a certain way. People were mourning your mom every time they see you. You know, this kind of stuff. For me, it was kind of uncomfortable, and at some point, I was feeling a kind of shame. I don't know how to put it. I don't know if shame was the right word, but it felt awkward at some point because yeah, I was young and the attention that I was getting out of that, I didn't really like it. So, but that was it for then. But I've realized that growing up, I better understood what happened. First of all, how was my mom? My mother was a Pharisee, was straight towards me because I was the youngest. I am still the baby of the house. So she was very straight with me, with the others too, but they were much bigger. My brother before me, there's an age gap of 8 years between us. So imagining being 10 years and have an older brother of 18 years. Understand? So my mother was more straight with me, and I got a lot of her attention, I won't lie. Besides of that, and she was very God fearing. Yes, my mother didn't joke with God and with the church, no, at all. And she gave that to us. She brought us up in that fear for God. I don't know anything else besides serving the Lord. So she would not joke with that. We would go to church every Sunday. She would take me to Bible studies and prayer sessions. I can remember on Thursday, even though I would fall asleep, but she would take me. She would not leave me at home because maybe some parents would say, oh, she's just a kid, let her stay at home with her brothers and sisters. Nope. She would take me with her to prayer meetings, to Bible study, etc. So I'm used to it, and that is from a young age, from a very young age, and that's why I'm kind of used to going to church and everything that's happening in the church. So I got all this from my mom actually. So that's the type of woman she was. She was very very loving. People loved her a lot. She was a nurse. So people were calling her that name in the church, sister, and her name behind it. So she was very known in the neighborhood. And yeah, so that's why when she died, many people mourn her. And knowing me as her daughter, every time they would see me, they would talk about it until this day. Believe me, until this day, that morning never stopped actually. Until this day, people still mourn her, but they would say, "Oh, when I think about your mom and this and that." But now I'm much bigger, so I deal with it in the other manner. But people still do it. So that's how my mother was. She was loving. She was God fearing. She was very creative. My mother was very creative. She could cook. She could bake. She could sew. She could knit. She could many things. She could do a lot, and she taught us all of these things. My sister, me, but yeah, I was much younger, so sometimes I would not have time to sit and learn. I would play, but she was a very creative woman. And besides that, she was hardworking. She was a very positive woman. She would be there for her kids, for her children, everything that's positive. She would be there for you, especially as it about if it was about education. She would help. She was not joking about education. She was very loving and caring. I have a lot of memories with her. We would go out on public holidays. We would sew matching dresses, matching clothes. She was very fashionable too, so she was training me in all these things. Yeah, and I really liked it. I really loved it. But it's when I started growing up from the age of 17, 18, I now start realizing, I'm missing something, because something about a mother, let's be very honest, no one and nothing can replace her. Many people out there can say, "Oh, I'm your mother, you're my daughter. I love you. I'm here for you." But believe me, no one can give you that exact love that you would get from your biological mother. That's how I experience it. I don't know for other people, but that's how I experience it. No offense to all these other moms that I have out there. No, no, that I'm not saying, oh, they are wrong or no. But the thing is, that feeling of this is my mother, you can never get it again. And that start hitting me, because if there when there were certain moments and things I had to deal with, I would say, oh my God, I could go to my mother with this. Because the thing is, for me it was like, if my mother was alive, she would never leave me, or she would never put me aside. She will be there for me because she's my mother. But someone else, the person can give up on you because, yeah, what's the big deal, we're not related or something. The person can just put you aside, but your mother will keep being there for you, no matter what, no matter how wrong you are or how many mistakes you make. Your mother will keep practicing that patience towards you. But someone else don't have to be that way. And that realization hit me at some point, and I was like, oh my God, I won't lie, I still cry about my mother till this day. But I'm thankful because she did something. She raised us up in the faith. As a child, I would read with her together. One thing she taught me was prayer, and I would pray, and that is what I've practiced till this day, praying and finding comfort in the Lord. If I didn't have that comfort, I don't know how I would do, because when something happened, the first thing I do is pray. So I'm thankful that she taught me these things, that I can pray in every circumstance. So now when I miss her, sometimes I would cry, but beside that I would say, God is with me no matter what. My mom is not alive, but God is with me. I'll do what she taught me. I'll keep praying and keep trusting God. But it is difficult, especially now that I'm married. You know, I have my sister. I call my sister my mom now. I won't lie, I have a very good relationship with my sister. She's my only sister. We have a very good relationship. And I'm thankful for that we can talk about anything. So now she's kind of fulfilling that place, or taking stepping in the gap. Not only for me but for my elder brother too. She's like the mom of the house now. We salute you for that, Audrey. You're doing a very good job. So I have that now too, that I can go to my sister if there's something. But when it now hits you in certain situations that, oh, my mom would I would like my mom besides me in this case, then yeah, then it hits deep, then it hits different. I remember for my when I got married, I think the night before, or I think from a month before the date, I was trying to prepare myself that I would be strong on that day, not thinking about her. And I remember when we went to choose for the date for our marriage at the municipality, the dates that were available, one of the dates was the day she died. And I was like, God, if that's the only, because they would check for me which one of these days had free spots. So I was like, God, please, if it is your will for me to get married on the day that my mother died, you know why. If it's not, please, because I would not have that. I don't want to get married on the day that my mother died. So, but God, thankfully, it did not happen. It happened a week after that. So, but that are the things. Even though I'm an adult, I'm much older now. I'm almost 30 years old. I think I will still have that heart or that sadness in me until I die, I guess. Because it's there. You lost something, but I'm thankful that God is there for the people around me, family members, my brothers, my sister, my father. We are all still together, and that gives you comfort too, besides God. Because if it was something that, oh, your mother died, everyone just split it, everyone took their own path, then it would be much harder to deal with. But God kept us all together. We all have a good relationship with each other, and I'm very grateful that that is still happening till this day. So for me, how I dealt with it, I didn't really get it when I was much younger. But growing up, getting much older, I now realize that, oh, I missing something, because this person, this my mother, she could stand in the gap for me in difficult times. I know she would definitely look for a solution, or help me, or talk to me, or pray for me. But by God's grace, because she taught me to pray and to trust in God, I'm I can keep going. I can still live a life of joy. I'm not in a place like, oh, because I don't have a mother, that's why this is happening. No, no, no. We are all strong, my brothers and sisters. We are all my brothers and sister, because I have only one sister. We are all strong and doing well by God's grace, and I believe her prayers for us kept us till this day. So I want to encourage anyone, it doesn't matter who you lost, because that's the story of my mother. I lost one of my brothers too, but that story of another day. Maybe I'll do a separate video about that. But I want to encourage anyone or someone that lost a parent. Parents are very important, especially if it was someone who you had a very good relationship with. I want to tell you today that trust in Jesus, trust in the Lord. He's your comforter. I know no one can replace that person. It's obvious, right? But Jesus can fill any gap. So open your heart to receive the love of Jesus and fill that gap in your life, and keep on moving. You will do well. You will succeed, especially if you lost your mother. I know it's hard for my sisters out there, but find comfort in the Lord, and you will be well. So thank you very much if you watched this video till this point. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do like, share, and comment. And I will see you in my next video.